What's up, disciples? It's y'all boy, he the breaker of bars. And everything with significant meaning. Hey, you already know he will not steer you. Wrong, disciples. What's up, y'all? Hey, let's go, baby. We got super sub requests and Patreon requests, actually. Darnell's a Patreon. We got Darnell coming in hot. Rehab. Graffiti the world. This sounds interesting. Like you're gonna just tag the world up. Basically, that's what I learned graffiti to be. So we got Graffiti the World, Rehab, Patreon, super sub request out the live chat last night. Hey, y'all hit the subscribe button if y'all ain't hit it yet. We turned it up. We finna turn up on the channel, y'all. We want to keep seeing it grow and grow and grow and grow into one of the big mega channels, and then you can say you've been here since the beginning. We approaching 6,000. We hopefully should hit 6,000 by the end of today. Only you can make that happen. You have to hit that sub button. If y'all think that sub button charges, it don't charge, y'all. It's free. Just press it. Just press it. We're gonna jump right into it, y'all. Let's go. Activate the heat vision. That's high efficient listening. Let's go.
You know they say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So vengeful and Mother Earth has been done wrong, and I think she's sick. Yo, she's puking up lava, her nerves tremble along fault lines, ready to drop an entire city of filth that's been forced upon her. We build these towers.
Bring that back, cause he made like he was finna be talking about a woman, but then when he said Mother Earth, he's talking to the world as the mother. Hold up, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So vengeful, Mother Earth has been done. Mother Earth has been done wrong. Oh, hey.
You know they say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So vengeful and Mother Earth has been done wrong, and I think she's sick. Yo, she's puking up lava, her nerves tremble along.
Mother Earth, she's puking up lava out the volcanoes. That's part of Mother Earth. She begins to spew lava, hot fire. Hold up.
The earth has been done wrong, and I think she's sick. Yo, she's puking up lava, her nerves tremble along fault lines, ready to drop an entire city of filth.
Hold up. Hold up. Now we talk about Mother Earth creating earthquakes on her fault. She lie on her fault lines. When them fault lines begin to shake and tremble, he just said, drop an entire city. Oh, Phil, that's an earthquake that's dropping this. Oh, man.
Puking up lava, her nerves tremble along fault lines, ready to drop an entire city of filth that's been forced upon her. We build these towers of Babel and feel remorse for not of the mama divorce the father. The children are dropping blood of the rich get richer. Poverty's hot under the collar, taking prayer out of schools, and we trying to raise scholars. Creationism versus the theory of.
They did take prayer out of school, but hold up, man. Hold up. The mama divorced the father. The children are dropping blotter. Oh, what? Blotter? What?
To drop an entire city of filth that's been forced upon her. We build these towers of Babel and feel remorse for not of the mama divorced the father. The children are dropping blotter. The rich get richer. Poverty's hot under the collar. Taking.
He said the rich get richer. The poverty's hot. Like that's the rich keep getting richer while the poor basically keep going poor, basically.
Prayer out of schools, and we trying to raise scholars. Creationism versus the theory of evolution. Air, water, land, mind, body, and soul pollution. Kids stepping on landmines from wars we all losing. We chasing false idols and racing from our Bibles. The golden rule, the youth are becoming more suicidal. Who teaches them? You and I do. No wonder they want to fight.
The youth are becoming more suicidal. I can't imagine how many times I've heard someone of age that whenever they hear someone committing, so especially for the reasons that you hear of people committing suicide, like, you know, they say they were bullied and picked on in school. It's like, and the first thing that someone of age always says, "Oh, these kids are soft." Like, so that's kind of what that is making me. The youth are becoming more suicidal. It's like what's happening that some of the same things that you may have dealt with as a kid going to school. What is making them become more suicidal from it? Like, you know, I got picked on. A lot of people got picked on probably at some point in school, and you may have been the picky or you may have been the picked on. It was like that was that, and it didn't. Most times you kind of just fought and that was that, and you kind of moved on from it. But it's like now it's like the way out is suicide. It's like what's happening? What's happening that's happening? Is that something stemming from at home? Like I can't put my finger on it, but it's definitely something that it needs to be addressed, and that's the whole reason for the Be Weird gang. Is like, you know, stop the bullying, because regardless of how we dealt with it as kids, they're not dealing with it the same way. And since we know they're not dealing with it the same way, we need to just change the format of picking on kids. You know, start with your kids at home. Like, teach your kids not to be bullies. Don't go to school and pick on people because of what they may have less fortunate than what you're providing for your kid. Like, you know, your kids get every pair of Jordans that come out, but they go pick on a kid whose parents can only afford Payless. Don't teach your kid to be so far in materialistic shit that they go run off and make fun of that kid because of what they have or don't have. We have to change the cycle. I always keep talking about change the cycle. Be weird, man. Be weird. Stand out. Be different, basically. Let's go, man.
Like you raised by hypocrites, you feel lied to. With skyscrapers, graffiti the sky. With aeroplanes and satellites, graffiti the mind of children with your man-made law. Graffiti the world, I saw the writing on the wall. We got ABC, NBC, MTV, TNT, the BBC, DVD, VHS, DSL, A&E, XTC, MP3, FCC, THC, NRA, GOP, ADD. The fight for free speech, lack of responsibility, thieves in positions of power, internet, pornography, guns in the home for fear that the next knock at the door could be death. The terrorists are in the White House and overseas. Racist, separatists, vicious, malicious, Buddhists, the Hindus, the Muslims, the Christians. Could it be our biggest barrier is language, or is oil that imported that one would inflict anguish? So cars could deplete the ozone on highways that stretch across the land where Indians.
This man is talking. So cars deplete the ozone. We it's like he said we worried about all of the wrong shit. Cars are polluting the air, depleting the ozone, which ultimately is going to make shit hotter for us, and ultimately just tear this. Whoa, man, he's talking.
Anguish. So cars could deplete the ozone on highways that stretch across the land where Indians once raised families were in denial. The world is afraid, and you say there's no more slaves.
Now that he walked off on that line, hold up.
The world is afraid, and you say there's no more slaves.
He's saying we're all slaves to the world, basically. He named all them channels that everyone sits up and watch. They get up for and move around. Then he went into your MP3s. That's your music shit. Everything on YouTube is like MP3, MP4. Your DVDs, VHS, DVR. Like he said, all that's polluting and corrupting our minds, man.
With skyscrapers, graffiti the sky. With aeroplanes and satellites, graffiti the mind of children with your man-made law.
So the way he's using graffiti the mind of the children with your man-made law, that's like clouding. You're clouding the minds of children with certain laws that some shit don't even be making sense. So, but graffiti the world, he said graffiti the sky with big ass skyscrapers. Like and then he said something talking about basically the rays and shit that are going through the sky, basically that make everything work. Like the UV, the 5G, the 4G, all that shit. Oh man, this man, they're on one. They.
Children with your man-made law, graffiti the world, I saw the writing on the wall. We're addicted to planes, trains, and automobiles. We're addicted to addiction. We dig living in fiction for money, power, respect. The army gotta go kill. They under contract, so let the blood spill. It's sort of morbid-ated, this picture that I just painted. It's an epiphany I had. I realized just how tainted our thinking really is. Well, in New for tagging a fucking wall.
So he's seen a teenager in New York getting arrested for tagging. I said that's tagging a wall, graffiti. When you basically like you're gonna arrest that teenager for tagging a wall when you got all this tagging of the world shit going on. Oh man, that's tough.
For tagging a fucking wall.
Graffiti's a land with skyscrapers, graffiti the sky with airplanes and satellites.
There it was, graffiti the skies with airplanes and satellites. Like you got all these satellites, they're all in the sky. When the airplanes go, they create these chemtrails and like that's graffiti. That's graffiti. It was like y'all fucking up shit, but you're gonna arrest a teenager for painting on a wall? God damn! Oh love.
Graffiti the sky with airplanes and satellites. Graffiti the minds of children with your man-made law. Graffiti the world. I saw the writing on the wall. I saw the writing on the wall. Graffiti the land with skyscrapers. Graffiti the sky with airplanes and satellites. Graffiti the minds of children with your man-made law. Graffiti the world. I saw the writing on the wall. Graffiti the land with that flavor. Graffiti the sky with airplanes and satellites. Graffiti the minds of children with your man-made law. Graffiti the world. I saw the writing on the wall.
Hey, that thing was deep right there, man. I think I like Rehab, y'all. I think I like these boys because the way that they put the way they used graffiti, like they use graffiti as basically when you tag a wall, you're changing what is basically there. Like if you have a red brick wall and you tag it with yellow, you've changed what it was. So when you're building all these skyscrapers on the land, you're graffitiing the land. You're changing what's originally there. When you build up these big ass plush ass neighborhoods and you got to go in and tear down a forest and tear down trees, which trees ultimately create oxygen for us, and you go in and you tear that shit down, that's graffiti. You just graffiti that area and then you built up on it with more graffiti. Graffiti the mind is you put whatever in people's minds that you want. This is deep. This is real deep. This has to be listened to again because I know I didn't get it all on the first pass. But he out, y'all. Peace.